Plaintiff Sharon Johnson worked with the defendant, and she thought they were friends, until he got her fired for creating drama on the job. Sharon's suing her former coworker for unpaid loans. Defendant Andre Williams says he was never romantically interested in Sharon, but she constantly sexually harassed him on the job, and that's why she was fired. Andre's countersuing because he claims Sharon defamed him by telling his employer that he was on crack.
Start with you.
Andre and I were co-workers, and to my knowledge, we were friends.
From when?
From March 4th to May 29th.
Not long.
No, I was fired.
Okay.
He made the mistake of letting his personal life go over into his professional life.
He was fired also?
No, he got me fired.
For what?
For drama. That's what my administrator told me I was fired for, was drama.
Did you ask what type of drama?
Because he was served on the job. I had him served his court documents on the job because he didn't have an address.
What type of court documents?
This suit.
When did you have him served at work?
I think it was May the 26th or the 27th,
And
if
you were
I'm not
terminated
mistaken.
when?
The 29th.
Sir, you want to respond to this so far?
No, Your Honor, that's not correct. She was terminated for sexual harassment towards me, and
What did she do?
well, she would do things. First of all, Your Honor, I was never interested in this woman at all, at all.
Good.
I have never had no interest. She was a co-worker, but she would do things as far as pat me on my behind, you know,
You had
in
no
front of my residence. It was a nursing facility in front of my residence. You know, and then she would go slandering my name. She at one time, she came to my house with loose clothing on loose garments on with no clothing up under there also, and I immediately sent her away.
Ma'am, did you ever go to his house?
I gave him rides back and forth to work, and we were always in scrubs. At first, he lived with his sister. Then he lived with his nephew. Then he ended up living at the job. Yes, he did. He
Did you
would
live at
clock
the
out and
job?
go find an empty
Your Honor.
room.
You saw him living on the job. They allowed him
Yes.
to? They allowed him to?
I don't know if they knew or not, but he would stay there.
Your credibility is hurt because if you are being fired because you served someone on the job and you say, this is the only place I could find him because he lives here.
Right.
If you're being fired, you would certainly tell your employer, this is the only way I could serve him for the money he owes me because he lives here on the premises. Did you know that, boss? Before you fire me. You didn't do that, did you?
No, I did not.
I know you didn't, and I don't believe you.
First of all, Your Honor, I was never interested in this woman at all. But she would do things as far as pat me on my behind, you know,
You had
in
no
front of my residence, you know, and then she would go slandering my name. She at one time, she came to my house with loose clothing on also, and I immediately sent her away.
Ma'am, did you ever go to his house?
Plaintiff Sharon Johnson worked with the defendant, and she claims he got her fired. But the defendant says Sharon was fired for sexually harassing him.
What else do you want me to know about her sexually harassing you? When did it start?
Maybe a couple weeks or 3 weeks after she started at the workplace. And I immediately told her that was inappropriate, and I didn't care for her. I just cared for her as a co-worker.
Did you report it to your supervisor?
I reported to my supervisor. I filed a grievance paper, which I have evidence right here.
Oh, let's see it. Ma'am, did you know that? You didn't know that?
It never happened. Why would I know?
No, they never came to you
I
and
never
said
got a
you're
copy of
fired
that.
because you got a grievance? That's
Never
what
got a
happened. You
copy
got
of that.
fired because he filed a grievance for sexual harassment. She has been slandering my name around the building, stating that I was on drugs, I'm homeless, telling other employees not to trust or talk with me. Why do you think he was lying to the boss like this about you?
I have evidence that he is a crackhead. He
No,
admitted it
ma'am,
himself.
we're not talking about that. Why do you think he was lying to the employer about you? Why do you think he made
Because
up
I
all
sued
this
him
stuff?
For my
Okay,
money.
so this happened after you sued him?
Afterwards. I had him served at somewhere around the May 25th, 26th, something
Okay,
around
after
there.
he filed this, because he filed May 23rd. So it sounds as if you retaliated against him filing a complaint against you by suing him.
No, sir.
Okay, well, that's what it sounds like. Your loan, ma'am, how does he owe you $183?
Because he asked me to pay his phone bill, and I have a breakdown
And when did he
of it.
say he would repay you?
March
March of 14.
2014. I paid his phone bill of $60.
How much? $60. And he said he would repay you when?
The following pay period.
Now, what is the other $123 for?
For monies that I loaned him for lunches and stuff, I have a breakdown.
Okay, let's look at it.
I also have.
Hold on, ma'am. Let me read this, please. Okay. When did he tell you he'd repay you the $3?
The next pay period.
The next pay period?
Yes.
All right. And that was in March. Now let's go all the way down. You have a Taco Bell. Oh, it was $1 for McDonald's. When did he say he would repay you the $1 in April?
In the same pay period that was.
The next
It was
one.
always the next pay period.
All right. And then when did he tell you in May that he would repay the $2?
The next pay period.
All right. He never paid any of the pay period.
None of it.
So why did you keep loaning him $1 and $2? If he never paid you for March all the way to May, why did you continue to loan him money $1 at a time, $2 at a time, $1.10, $1.12? $2 even. You must have got just a milkshake, $2 even.
It was from the dollar menu.
Diabetic, Your Honor.
You say it was from the dollar menu?
It was from the dollar
All
menu.
right. Good enough. But they don't charge taxes on the dollar menu?
No, that's just what his portion of the lunches were. That's what he ordered and what he said he would pay back. And I kept track of them all on my debit card.
And you only charged him the $1 each?
Right.
Okay, not the taxes. You gave him a
No.
break on the taxes.
Pretty much.
All right, sir. What do you say to the $60 she paid for your phone, as she alleges, and the... Oh, I didn't see this one. You got one for 35 cents.
That's
And
not.
that's for ketchup. Ketchup is free. Go ahead, sir. Well, no, if you get extra ketchup at some restaurants, they do charge you. You're right. Please forgive me. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, Your Honor, at no time did I ask Ms. Johnson to pay my phone bill. She was liking me at that time, and she offered to pay my phone bill, which I told her I would have it paid in 2 days. By her liking me, she went ahead and paid my phone bill.
All right. And you expressed to her that you were behind?
That I was behind, that I was going to pay it within 2 days.
All right. And you were right there because you were getting felt on, so you were definitely right there. You were getting, that little pat.
I don't want no parts of that.
What else do you want me to know about her sexually harassing you? When did it start?
Maybe a couple weeks or 3 weeks after she started at the workplace. And I immediately told her that was inappropriate and I didn't care for her. I just cared for her as a co-worker.
Did you report it to your supervisor?
I reported to my supervisor. I filed a grievance paper, which I have evidence right here.
Oh, let's see it. Ma'am, did you know that?
Plaintiff Sharon Johnson worked with the defendant, and she claims he got her fired. But the defendant says Sharon was fired for sexually harassing him.
All right, sir, and your defamation is that she said all these things and you filed a grievance regarding that and the sexual harassment. Why was she fired, to your knowledge?
For the sexual harassment, and she was going around slandering my name to my residents that I take care of. I've been doing this business in this medical field for 15 years, doing this job. The job that we're at now, I've never been written up, I've never been late. She go to my residents, go to my co-workers, and my witness could testify to that because she went to her telling them different things, that I'm on drugs, crack cocaine, I'm homeless, and all that stuff. And she got a lot of stuff started inside the facility. I then went to my DON and to my administrator and told them what was going on. They then said that they would talk to her about it, and then they ended up investigating, and she was terminated.
All right. And ma'am, you have some evidence you want to
I
present?
have evidence where
You
he
say
says he's
admitted
going to go
being
do crack.
All right.
On a text message, it's the one marked with the
All
star.
right.
Your Honor, I have
Same
never...
things make you laugh, will I promise make you cry later. Okay, I'm going to do crack. You was being facetious, ma'am. The only question, ma'am, is whether these things were loans.
Yes,
And-
I have text messages on that I just gave you where he says, I know I owe you, but.
Okay. Sir, did you tell her that you know you owed her?
No, because I did not, she offered to pay my phone bill.
Baby, I'm still working on it. You calling her baby. Baby, I'm still working on it. Waiting on a call, but don't fuss. I don't like it when you fuss.
Now, who was after who?
Don't give up on me yet, baby.
Your
Sir?
Honor, that was not, I don't think
These
that
are
had
texts
anything
from
to
his
do.
I don't
phone.
even know that I will call trying to track you down about your money. Don't fuss. Be patient, baby. I'm tired right now. She says, I'm out of school. Do I come by the house?
To get my money.
No, I don't see that part. I don't see
That's
that
the
part.
only thing he
I don't know
has
what's
about
going
that I
on,
want.
but you messed up when you called her baby, and be patient with me, baby. I'm gonna get it back to you. I see everything, but I love you. And if I look close enough, I might find that. I do believe this woman was probably harassing you and doing all this, and you used her. You tried to use her for your little phone bill, for cigarette money, for a hamburger, and all of this stuff. And that got you in trouble. It may have gotten her fired, but you were a little embarrassed, and it cost you this defamation claim that you're making today. Have a good day. Go back, text each other. I love you. I miss you. Have a good day.
I can't believe her. She sat there and lied. I had no interest
You're
in this
so
woman
full of
whatsoever.
it, dude. Don't
She's the
nobody
one
want-
full of Don't
You're the
nobody-
only
Look
man
at
I've
you.
ever seen in my
What?
life could eat a head of lettuce
What?
through a picket
What?
fence.
You
with
ain't
your set.
ugly. Look at that.
Ugly.
You better quit talking before your teeth come out your mouth.
I
You the
don't
one
think
ugly.
so.
America, if
These
you ever
is
see this,
all
don't go
here.
by this because
You know
that's
you
all she do
wanted
is try to
this.
use
That's
people.
what the text
Want what?
said, baby.
What's this? What's
Baby.
this? I wouldn't have you if you're the
You
last
so nasty, you trifling.
Look at you. Who's nasty?
You trifling.
I ain't trifling enough to be with you, was I?
You trifling
What
crackhead.
Yeah, you the one on
Crackhead.
crack. Didn't you tell me you was
Crackhead.
on crack?
I didn't put it in a text, did you?
You the one on crack.
You're a crackhead.
You the one went to prison
You're a
for crack.
crackhead.